Hello friends, welcome to Happy Learning for the course on heat transfer. So in continuation with the unit of heat generation, we will look for the case 3 regarding to the plane wall. So here the heat conduction in a plane wall with one surface insulated and the other exposed to the surrounding fluid. So this condition we will see today. So see the diagram given over here. This is a plane wall. The thickness of the plane wall, it is X, right? One end of the plane wall, it is insulated with a thick insulation, and the other end, it is exposed to the surrounding conditions. The temperature of the surrounding, you can say it is T infinity, and the heat transfer coefficient is H, and Q is the heat generation within the plane wall or the slab. So we will follow the same steps that we have followed in the previous case. So we'll apply the boundary conditions to the Poisson's equation. We will integrate the Poisson's equation twice and we will get C1 and C2. By applying the boundary conditions, we will find the value of C1 and C2. Substitute that value in the equation and you will get the temperature distribution equation, which is our requirement. And later on we will find out the heat transfer. So let's jump into it and start the derivation. So the boundary condition at x is equal to 0 will apply the boundary condition at x is equal to 0. What is there? At x is equal to 0, q is 0. Why? Because the left hand side it is insulated. So as the insulation is provided, the heat transfer, that is 0. So hence you can write that minus k dt by dx at x is equal to 0. That is nothing but it is equal to 0. So k and a, it can't be equal to 0. So obviously what we get, dt by dx, that is equal to 0. So we have seen in the boundary conditions derivation itself that for the insulation surface, change of temperature with respect to x will be equal to 0. Now at x is equal to L, so at this point, at x is equal to L, over here, what we will apply? We will apply the boundary conditions. So whatever is the heat conducted into the medium, okay, into the solid medium, that will be convected out, right? So we can apply the energy balance equation. So heat conducted to the right face, this is the right face, that is equal to heat convected to the surrounding. Whatever the heat that is conducted is convected to the surrounding, right? So we'll apply the energy balance equation, the conduction equation, that is minus ka dt by dx at x is equal to L, and the convection equation HA delta T, that is HA. What is delta T? Delta T is nothing but the temperature difference. So delta T is nothing but the temperature at the surface, and this temperature T infinity is the temperature difference. So T at x is equal to L minus T infinity. So now this A and this A, it gets cancelled. So you get the final equation minus k dt by dx at x is equal to L, that is equal to H in bracket T at x is equal to L minus T infinity. So name this as equation number 2, right? Now we will see the Poisson's equation. So the Poisson's equation, it is given by d square T by dx square plus g upon k, that is equal to 0. So we have previously seen the Poisson's equation, right? Now we will do the integration of the Poisson's equation. So integrating the above equation, we will get this equation number 3, that is dt by dx, that is equal to minus g upon k. I will take this g by k to the other side. So I get minus g upon k into x plus c1. So our task is now to find the value of this c1. So we'll find the value of c1. How we will find out? Same, we'll apply the boundary conditions. So at x is equal to 0, we have seen that dt by dx, that is equal to 0. Here we have found out initially. So if I put dt by dx, that is equal to 0 over here in this equation, what I will get? 0, that is equal to minus g upon k multiplied by, instead of x I will write down 0. So if I put all these values, I get the value of c1 as 0. So this is the value of c1. So initially I find it the value of C1. Now I will again apply the boundary conditions. So if I put this dt by dx, that is equal to minus g upon k into x plus c1. What is the value of c1? That is 0. So you will get this equation. So now if I apply at x is equal to L, so what will be the equation? dt by dx, that is equal to minus g upon k. So instead of x I will write down L. So keep this equation number 4 in mind. We will be utilizing it over here. Why we have found it out? dt by dx at x is equal to L, because we will use this equation now. Okay. Now the next point is we will integrate the equation number 3. This is the equation number 3. We will again integrate it. So when we integrate it, you will get t, that is equal to minus g upon k x square by 2 plus c1x into c2. I have not written this c1 term. Why? Because c1 value, all of you know, we have found out, and it is equal to 0. So you will get this equation. So this is equation number A. Now we will apply the boundary condition as x is equal to L. So at x is equal to L, what is t? We will find out. That is t is equal to 2 at x is equal to L. So t at x is equal to L, that is equal to minus g upon k. Instead of x, I will write down L square by 2 plus c2. Now what I will do? I will substitute this t at x is equal to L in the energy balance equation. This equation we will substitute. Okay, we will substitute this value over here, and we will substitute the value of dt by dx over here. We will equate this equation and we will find out the value of C2. Okay, I hope this is clear. So now minus k in bracket, I have written the equation for dt by dx, the value of this, that is equal to h, t at x is equal to L minus t infinity. So t at x is equal to L is this value. Okay, so I have written this value over here. Now there is simple mathematical arrangement you do and you get the value of C2. Okay, in this way you get this value of C2. So you can then name this as equation number 2. Right? So we have found out the value of C1. Next we have found out the value of C2. Now what is our aim? We will substitute the value of C1 and C2 in equation number A. So here we will substitute the value. Okay, that is t in bracket minus g upon k x square by 2 plus c2. What is the value of c2? This whole equation we will substitute. Right? So after necessary equation, you get the equation in this form, which is I have highlighted in a square, in a rectangle. So this is the equation of temperature profile at a distance x. So same we have found out for the plane wall which was exposed to convection on both the side. So this is the temperature distribution profile distribution equation. Right? Now if you want to find out the heat transfer, how will you find out? Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. Now all of you know we have found out the value of dt by dx previously. Here we can see dt by dx at x is equal to L. We have found out minus g upon k into L. So what we will do? We will substitute the value over here. So obviously what happens? This k and this k, it gets cancelled and you get the heat transfer equation as Q is equal to Ag multiplied by x. So at a particular distance you can find out the heat transfer. Right? So that's it for the today's session. I hope you have understood the session very well. Please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.